Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and decode the actual physiological impacts of your sleeping position. We're going to figure out exactly why you wake up the way you do. We spend a full third of our lives entirely unconscious, but what our bodies are physically going through during all those hours is honestly anything but restful.
Seriously, why do you wake up aching? Could it be that your morning stiffness, your snoring, or even that super frustrating acid reflux might actually be a direct result of your physical orientation at night?
If you wake up with random aches, your sleep position is probably the problem. Framing this explainer as kind of a diagnostic tool, that thought perfectly captures our focus today. Sleep is essentially this nightly battle between your spine, your joints, and your airway. Every single position you choose has a profound anatomical consequence. Section 1. Back sleeping, spine versus snoring. So, lying flat on your back acts as a bit of a double-edged sword for your body. It's a classic tug of war between spinal alignment and respiratory function. First up, we have the soldier. This is when you're lying flat on your back, arms right at your sides, keeping the spine completely neutral. Almost like a corpse in a coffin, right? Interestingly enough, the soldier position is highly praised by dermatologists for preventing sleep wrinkles, simply because your face isn't totally smashed into a pillow. It's also incredible for aligning your joints. But, and this is a big but, it is remarkably dangerous for snoring and sleep apnea because gravity actively pulls your tongue and your soft tissues backward, which basically pulls your airway shut. Then we have the soldier's chaotic cousin, the starfish. This is when you're on your back, but you're totally sprawling with your arms up near your head and your legs spread out, kind of like you're making a snow angel in bed. Now, while the spine stays beautifully neutral here, sprawling like a starfish actually compresses the rotator cuff over time. It can cause arm numbness, aching shoulders, and let's be honest, it notoriously steals absolutely all the mattress space from anyone sharing the bed. Comparing those two, a pretty crucial point emerges. Both back positions amplify snoring and cause severe airway issues, but they differ drastically in how much strain they put on your shoulders. The soldier protects your joints, while the starfish actively strains them. Section 2. Side sleeping, the popular choice. All right, let's break down the specific micro-positions people adopt when they roll over into the most common orientation worldwide. The absolute most popular of these is the fetal position. Psychologists actually note there's a profound feeling of safety in returning to that womb-like curl. It's fantastic for opening the airway, reducing snoring, and doctors highly recommend it for pregnant women to improve circulation. But there's a massive warning sign here. Curling up way too tightly actively restricts your diaphragm, which literally deprives your lungs of oxygen. Plus, it leaves your hips and knees tightly flexed all night long, which directly leads to that severe morning stiffness. Next up is the log. This means sleeping on your side with your arms and legs extended rigidly in a straight line from head to toe. This brilliantly illustrates a position that is incredibly healthy for breathing and digestion, keeping your spine naturally curved. The major drawback, though? It concentrates all your body weight right onto one single shoulder and arm, which frequently causes pins and needles, or what we commonly refer to as dead arm. And that builds right into our next position, the yearner. This is side sleeping with both arms stretched out in front of you, almost as if you're dramatically longing for a lost lover in your sleep. While the yearner successfully keeps the airway open, those outstretched arms pull your shoulder joints completely out of their natural resting position. The arm underneath gets tightly squeezed against the mattress, sharply reducing your blood flow and pinching nerves. Section 3. Left versus right. Anatomy matters. Now, because of our internal anatomy, not all side sleeping is actually created equal. The left side is vastly superior for digestion and pregnancy. Why? Well, because your stomach and pancreas sit on the left side of your body. Sleeping on your left means your stomach sits below the esophagus connection, so gravity actively prevents acid reflux. Conversely, sleeping on your right side actively worsens heartburn because gravity actually helps that acid travel upward, and it puts this suboptimal pressure on your liver and lungs. Really, the only notable exception where right side sleeping is preferred is for folks with specific heart conditions. Section 4. Stomach sleeping, the freefall trap. Okay, I have to warn you guys, this is universally considered the absolute worst possible position for the human body. They call it the free fall, where you literally lie face down. The physical damages of sleeping face down are pretty stark. Humans simply aren't designed to have their cervical spine twisted 90 degrees for 8 straight hours. It stretches muscles on one side and compresses them on the other, sparking chronic neck pain and nerve issues. Furthermore, your midsection sinks right into the mattress, completely destroying your lower back's natural curve, and your chest is compressed, restricting lung expansion. Its only minor benefit, which is slightly reducing snoring, doesn't even come close to outweighing the absolute destruction of your spine. Section 5. Modifiers hacking your sleep. So, how do we fix this? Let's shift from static positions to dynamic solutions, looking at how to physically hack your sleep for way better health. Our first hack is simple: pillow hugging. Clutching an appropriately sized pillow isn't just about emotional comfort, right? Physically, it prevents your top arm from flopping over and straining your shoulder, beautifully aligning your upper spine. Psychologically, the physical contact against your chest mimics the sensation of another person. That actually triggers the release of oxytocin, which calms your nervous system and makes falling asleep significantly easier. Now, elevating your upper body to a 30 to 45-degree angle is a total therapeutic game changer. It uses gravity to keep stomach acid exactly where it belongs, effectively eliminating GERD and acid reflux symptoms. It also prevents your tongue from collapsing backward, keeping your airway perfectly open for sleep apnea sufferers. And it actively helps your sinuses drain if you happen to be congested. Finally, we have combination sleepers. These are the people who constantly shift between their back, side, and stomach. Moving throughout the night is actually your body's highly intelligent natural way to self-correct and redistribute pressure, which prevents joint damage and stiffness. You essentially get the combined benefits of multiple positions. However, you do have to balance this against the major downside. Every single time you frequently shift, your brain experiences these micro-awakenings just to coordinate the movement, and that fragments your deep sleep cycles. The crucial takeaway from all this data is really clear. If you are sleeping in a damaging position, like that free-fall stomach sleep, you need to actively start training yourself to switch. Prop yourself up with pillows, adjust your mattress, just do whatever it takes. Your future self, and for sure your future spine, will absolutely thank you. I want to end on this provocative thought. Are you ready to reprogram how you spend a third of your life? Take a hard look at how you wake up tomorrow morning and ask yourself, is your current sleep position helping your body heal, or is it actively hurting you? Thanks for joining me in this explainer, and hey, sleep well tonight.